Data privacy and protection are essential for maintaining trust between individuals and organizations. Ensure data is used in ways that respect individual rights and interests. Organizations are accountable for data they collect and process. Develop a plan to respond to data breaches and notify affected parties promptly. Use encryption techniques to secure data during storage and transmissions. Collect only necessary data and retain it for the minimum required time. Individuals should give informed consent before their data is collected or processed. Data privacy and protection are critical concepts in the digital age. They involve safeguarding personal and sensitive information from unauthorized access, use, or disclosure. Data privacy, often referred to as information privacy or the data protection, is the practice of protecting sensitive and personal information from unauthorized access, use, or disclosures. It encompasses various principles and practices to ensure that individuals' data is handled in a secure and ethical manner. Data protection is a broader concept that encompasses various measures and practices aimed at safeguarding data from unauthorized access, loss, corruption, or theft. It includes not only data privacy but also consideration for data security, data integrity, and data availability.
Hello guys, for today's video, I'm going to discuss about data privacy and protection. So, data privacy and protection are crucial concepts in the digital age, particularly with the proliferation of data-driven technologies and the increasing amount of personal and sensitive information being collected, processed, and stored electronically. So, what is data privacy? Data privacy usually refers to the handling of critical personal information, also called personally identifiable information and personal health information. This information can include social security numbers, health records, and financial data, including bank account and credit card numbers. So data privacy refers to the right of individuals to have control over their personal information and how it is collected, used, disclosed, and shared. Here are some examples of data privacy. Number 1. Social media privacy settings. So when you adjust the privacy settings on your social media profiles to control who can see your posts and personal information, you are practicing data privacy. Second is online shopping. When an e-commerce website asks for your consent to collect and use your email address for sending order updates and promotional offers, it is seeking your permission in accordance with data privacy regulations. Next is data protection. So data protection involves the measures and practices put in place to safeguard data from unauthorized access, breaches, and loss. Here are some examples of data protection. First is access controls. A company implements role-based access controls, allowing only authorized personnel to access sensitive financial data or employee records. Second is data encryption. An organization uses encryption protocols to protect customer credit card information during online transactions, ensuring that even if data is intercepted, it cannot be easily deciphered. So data privacy and protection are ongoing concerns that require continuous attention and adaptation to evolving threats and regulations. Organizations and individuals must work together to ensure that personal and sensitive data is handled with care and compliance with applicable laws and ethical principles. Failure to do so can result in legal, financial, and reputational consequences.
Good day everyone. I am going to discuss about the aspect of ethical dilemmas in a digital world. In this world, full of the advantages, of living in a digital world where it can ease our lives, technology is becoming a vital part of both our personal and professional lives. It brings numerous benefits and advancement, but living with it also surrounds with disadvantages, in which complex ethical dilemmas enters. So what do you mean by ethical dilemmas in the digital world? These are the situation in which there is no clear right or wrong answer, and where the potential consequence of any actions are unclear. These dilemmas can arise from the use of new technologies, the collection and use of personal data, and the spread of misinformation. The rise of ethical dilemmas in the digital age. As technology advances, new ethical dilemmas emerge. Some common areas where ethics and technology intersect include data privacy and security. In this, the collection, storage, and use of personal data raise concerns about privacy, consent, and protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access. Like, for example, a company collects about its customers' online activity in order to improve its products and services. However, the company also sells this data to third-party advertisers. With this, it may arise ethical dilemmas in the context of data and privacy, as in this situation, it can cause concerns with the customers because the company didn't ask for its customers' consent and use it for profit. Next, artificial intelligence and automation. In this, ethical questions arise when AI systems make decisions that impact individuals' lives, such as in autonomous vehicles or algorithmic processes. Next, social media and digital influence. In this, the power of social media platforms brings forth questions about data manipulation, the spread of misinformation, and the influence of algorithms on users' behaviors. Next, workplace surveillance and monitoring. In this, the balancing employee privacy with the use of technology for productivity tracking and surveillance in the workplace raises ethical concerns. Next, algorithmic bias and discrimination. In this, algorithms can inadvertently perpetuate biases, leading to discrimination in areas such as hiring, lending, and criminal justice. And the last one is the environmental impact. In this, the environmental consequences of technology such as e-waste or electronic waste, carbon footprint, and sustainable technology practices require ethical considerations. So, in order to unravel the rise of these ethical dilemmas in the digital world, it is important to recognize and navigate these ethical challenges to ensure responsible and ethical use of technology. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. Today I am going to tackle about ethical dilemmas in the digital world. These ethical dilemmas in the digital world refer to challenging situations or decisions that arise due to the use of technology, the internet, and digital platforms. Dilemmas typically involve conflicts of moral values, principles, or interests. Here are some examples of ethical dilemmas in the digital world. First, invasion of privacy. With the increasing use of technologies like surveillance, cameras, facial recognition, and data tracking, our privacy is constantly at risk. Second, cyberbullying and online harassment. The digital world has given rise to new forms of bullying and harassment, often done anonymously. Third, intellectual property infringement. The ease of copying and distributing digital content has led to ethical dilemmas regarding intellectual property. People may be tempted to plagiarize or distribute copyrighted material without permission, which raises questions about fairness and the value of creative work. Fourth, fake news and misinformation. The spread of false information through social media platforms has become a significant concern. The dilemma lies as determining how to combat misinformation while upholding freedom of speech and avoiding censorship. Fifth, algorithmic bias. Algorithm and machine learning systems are increasingly used to make decisions in various domains like hiring, lending, and criminal justice. However, they can perpetuate biases if not designed and trained properly. 6. Online scams and fraud. The digital world provides opportunities for scammers and fraudsters to deceive unsuspecting individuals, leading to financial loss and emotional distress. 7. Environmental impact. The enormous energy consumption and electronic waste generated by digital technologies contribute to environmental issues. Ethical dilemmas arise when considering the environmental impact of digital practices and balancing economic interest with sustainability. 8. Digital divide. The unequal access to digital technologies and online resources creates a divide between those with and without internet access. Ethical dilemmas arise in determining how to bridge the digital divide and ensure equal opportunities for all individuals. That's all for the example of the ethical dilemmas in the digital world. What are ethical issues in digital world? It misuse of personal data. So with businesses gathering huge amount of our personal data from various internet sites such as shopping sites, social media or any other business platforms, etc. Misuse of personal information becomes one of the primary ethical concerns. So that's all for the ethical dilemmas in the digital world. Thank you.
Cyber threats are risks in the digital realm that compromise the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data and systems. Cyber threats are constantly evolving, which makes it important to stay informed about the latest risks and take steps to protect yourself. Malware. Malware is software that is designed to harm your computer or network. It can include viruses, worms, trojans, and spyware. Malware can be spread through email attachment, infected website, and USB drives. To protect yourself from malware, it's important to have a good antivirus program installed in your computer and keep it up to date. Be careful about opening email attachments from unknown senders. Avoid clicking on links in suspicious emails or websites you don't trust. Keep your operating system and software up to date. Use a strong password for your computer and network. Phishing. Phishing emails are designed to trick you into revealing sensitive information, such as password or credit card numbers. They often look like they're from a legitimate company, such as a bank or credit card company. Phishing attacks can be carried out through email, text message, or even phone calls. insider threat. An insider threat is a malicious threat to an organization that comes from within the organization itself. This can include employees, contractors, or other individuals who have authorized access to the organization systems and data. Insider threats can be intentional or unintentional, but they can all have a devastating impact to an organization.
Denial of service attack. A denial of service attack is a cyber attack in which the perpetrator seeks to make a machine or network resource unavailable to its intended users by temporarily or indefinitely disrupting services of a host connected to the network. DOS attacks typically target servers, websites, or other online services. So in order to prevent denial of service attack, use a firewall and other security measures to protect your website and servers, or have a plan in place to deal with DOS attacks. Data breach. A data breach is an incident in which unauthorized individuals gain access to confidential, sensitive, or protected data. This data can include personal information such as names, addresses, social security numbers, and credit card numbers, as well as business data such as trade secrets and customer lists. So in order to prevent data breach, be careful about what information you share online. Only share personal and financial information with trusted websites and businesses. Use strong passwords and multi-factor authentication. This will make it more difficult for attackers to gain access to your systems and data. Zero-day vulnerability. A zero-day vulnerability is a security flaw in a software application or operating system that is unknown to the vendor. This means that there is no patch available to fix the vulnerability, and attackers can exploit it to gain access to systems or data. Zero-day attacks can be very dangerous, as they can be used to exploit a wide range of systems and data. For example, attackers can use zero-day vulnerabilities to steal personal information such as names, addresses, and social security numbers, or to gain access to corporate networks and steal valuable data. To prevent zero-day vulnerability, you can keep your software up to date. Software vendors release security patches to address known vulnerabilities. By keeping your software up to date, you can help to reduce the risk of your system being exploited by a zero-day vulnerability, or segmenting your network. By segmenting your network into different zones, you can limit the damage that an attacker can do if they are able to exploit a zero-day vulnerability. Social engineering. Social engineering is a type of attack that exploits human psychology to trick people into revealing sensitive information or performing actions that compromise security. Social engineering attacks can be carried out in person, over the phone, or online. In order to prevent social engineering, be careful about giving out personal information to strangers. Be suspicious of any unsolicited request for help or assistance. Be aware of the latest social engineering scams.